Hello students, myself Trupti Patel from Arihant College of Arts, Commerce and Science. Today we are going to study second colligative property, that is boiling point elevation. Students, we know that there are four colligative properties. So boiling point elevation is the second colligative property. Now, to study boiling point elevation, we should know what is the meaning of boiling point. So, the boiling point of a liquid is the temperature at which its vapor pressure equals to the applied pressure. So, in other words, we can also define boiling point of a liquid as the temperature at which the vapor pressure of the liquid becomes equal to the external pressure, that is the atmospheric pressure, 1 atmosphere. The boiling point of a solvent is elevated by dissolving a non-volatile solute into it. The solutions containing non-volatile solutes boils at a temperature higher than the boiling point of a pure solvent. Now let us consider the terms. TB0 is the boiling point of a pure solvent. TB is the boiling point of a solution. Now TB is greater. So TB greater than TB0, and the difference between the boiling point of solution and that of pure solvent at any given constant pressure is called the boiling point. So the difference is given by delta TB is equal to TB minus TB0, and we always do the subtraction. We subtract smaller number from bigger number. So delta TB is equal to TB minus TB0. Boiling point elevation as a consequence of vapor pressure lowering. Vapor pressure of solution is lower than that of pure solvent. Vapor pressure temperature curve of solution CD lies below that of solvent, that is AB. Students, observe the diagram. The diagram explains you vapor pressure temperature of pure solvent and solution. Now there you can see two curves. A curve AB, which is for solvent, curve CD, which is for solution, and the curve CD lies below the solvent curve AB. Delta P is equal to X2 multiplied by P10, and this we know that this is the lowering of vapor pressure. This equation is for lowering of vapor pressure. So lowering of vapor pressure is the product of vapor pressure of a pure solvent and mole fraction of non-volatile solute in a solvent. And we know that the elevation in the boiling point is proportional to the lowering of vapor pressure. The intersection of the curve CD with the line corresponding to 760 mm is the boiling point of solution. The similar intersection of the curve AB is the boiling point of pure solvent. Vapor pressure temperature curve of solution CD lies below that of solvent. The boiling point TB of the solution is higher than that of pure solvent TB0. At the boiling point of a liquid, its vapor pressure is equal to 1 atmosphere. Now, to reach the boiling point, the solution and solvent must be heated to a temperature at which their respective vapor pressure attain 1 atmosphere. At any given temperature, the vapor pressure of solution is lower than that of pure solvent. The vapor pressure of solution needs higher temperature to reach 1 atmosphere than that needed for the vapor pressure of solvent. The solution must be heated to higher temperature to cause it to boil than the pure solvent. Now, what is the relation between boiling point elevation and concentration of solute? The boiling point elevation is directly proportional to the molality of the solution. So, it is observed experimentally that the concentration of the solution increases. The boiling point of the solution increases and the elevation in the boiling point also increases. The elevation in the boiling point of a solution is directly proportional to the molar concentration of the solution. Delta TB is directly proportional to M. And when we remove this proportionality sign, delta TB is equal to KBM. This small m is the molality of the solution and Kb is called boiling point elevation constant or molar elevation constant or ebullioscopic constant. There's a method which is called as ebullioscopy, and this is an experimental method to determine molecular mass of a non-volatile solute by measuring the boiling points of a pure solvent and a solution of known concentration is called ebullioscopy. So that is, ebullioscopy is a method and ebullioscopic constant is Kb. And if small m, the value, if we substitute the value, if small m is equal to 1, now we'll substitute the value of m in the above equation. So delta TB is equal to Kb. Ebullioscopic constant is the boiling point elevation produced by 1 molar solution. Units of Kb. So Kb is equal to delta TB divided by m. So delta TB is in Kelvin and small m is moles per kg, and when we substitute the values, so Kb is equal to K kilogram mole inverse. So from the measurement of elevation in the boiling point, we can also find out the molecular weight of the substance. So what is the relation between molar mass of solute from boiling point elevation? Students, before going to this relation, I'll just tell you that Kb, that is ebuloscopic constant, it depends on the nature of solvent and it does not depend on the nature of solute, and it also doesn't depend on the what concentration we have taken. So it only depends on the nature of solvent. Yes, come back to molar mass of solute and boiling point elevation. So delta Tb is equal to Kbm. Suppose we prepare a solution by dissolving W2 grams of solute in W1 grams of solvent. Moles of solute in W1 grams of solvent is equal to W2 upon M2, where M2 is molar mass of solute. Mass of solvent is equal to W1 grams. Now we have to do the conversion over here. So W1, it is in grams. So now we will convert it into kilograms. So we'll substitute the values. So mass of solvent, that is W1 gram, is equal to W1 divided by 1000. So we will get the conversion in kg. Molar mass of solute from boiling point elevation. So this small m is equal to moles of solute divided by mass of solvent in kg. Now we will substitute what we got for moles of solute and for mass of solvent. So moles of solute W2 divided by M2 and mass of solvent W1 divided by 1000. And when we do this calculation, we get 1000 multiplied with W2 upon M2 multiplied with W1. Mole kg inverse. Substitution of this value of m, that is small m, in delta Tb is equal to Kbm gives delta Tb is equal to Kb multiplied with 1000 multiplied with W2 divided by M2 multiplied with W1, and hence M2 is equal to 1000 Kb W2 divided by delta Tb W1. Thank you.